Hey, how's it going guys, 1FO here, and today I'm going to be showing you all of these amazing new scripts for King Legacy. So as you can see, these are all of the scripts right here, and they're all working in the most recent update of the game. So if you're looking for them, I'm going to have all of the links in the description, so yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start over here in this green script, this one down here, and this one has a ton of cool stuff on it, but I'm going to start on the Auto Farms tab. So before you do anything else, you're going to want to come down here to the Select Weapon tab. Click this, come down to the None. That's what I'm going to do, but you can do whatever you want. So you can do your fruit, you could do your sword, you could do basically whatever you want. So I'm going to click this and then click Auto Farm. And of course you can also do Auto New World, which is going to automatically bring you to a new world whenever you unlock it. But yeah, so as you can see, this is what it's going to do. Whenever there's no mob spawned in, it's going to put you on this safe platform. And I don't know if you can tell, but it is actually doing this specific quest right here. So right there, it says I'm trying to kill Axe Hand. So there we go, I killed him. And it's just going to keep going for this exact same quest, whatever quest you currently have. But I did leave this on, this is actually a new account, and I got to level 164 in less than 20 minutes. So it's really fast, and of course this is going to be a lot faster at the lower ranks. But one thing that I'd recommend you do is come over here to the stats tab, and just check whatever stats that you want. So always keep this at 1 no matter what, because that's going to evenly divide all of your points between specific things. So for example, if I check melee, and then I come over here to my stats tab, right here, it's going to put all of the points that I get from leveling up directly into my melee. And let's say I also want a defense, which is what I've been doing this whole time. I'm going to check melee and defense, and it's going to go back and forth, putting 1 point in here, 1 point in here. So back and forth, that's why you can see they're pretty much the same. And you might notice that I actually am taking damage during this auto farm, but you don't need to worry about that because it's always going to respawn you directly back to where you were. So you're not even going to be inconvenienced by it, you're just going to die mid-auto farm and spawn right back into the action. But yeah, before I move on any further with this GUI, I'm going to show you some of the auto farms that are on the other scripts. So starting off with this Hyper Hub over here, which is the red script. This one has a lot of different settings you can change. So starting off, you can make yourself invisible, which is just making you completely invisible. As you can see, I can still walk around even though I'm invisible. Okay, of course I'm going to die in the water, but you get the idea. And for this auto farm, you have to make this 5. If you don't make it 5, or I mean, I guess you could do less than 5, but anything over 5 will not work at all. But the first thing you want to do is scroll down again, select your select your weapon. And then you can also select what mobs that you want. I'm not going to select mobs, I'm just going to click auto farm level, and it's going to bring you over to whatever level you're at. And then as you can see, just like that, I'm actually invisible still, and it's killing this guy. So really nice, just like that. I had to get rid of the invisible there just so you can see this, but if you come over here, you can actually select where you are in relation to the mob. So you can be above them, you could be below them, you could be behind them, which I found is the best one. Because when you're behind them, you're actually avoiding some of the hits that they're going to hit you against. So, I mean, they're not going to get rid of every single piece of damage they do against you, but it's going to get rid of something. As you can see right here, I'm taking a little bit less damage. I mean, it's not really that noticeable, but it does make a difference in the end. So yeah, that's all the stuff that there is for here. I'd recommend you always keep auto hockey just enabled at all times. It's really useful. Again, Auto New World, which is on basically all of these scripts, is the same thing. It's going to automatically unlock that new world for you whenever you can. And yeah, so for the skills tab, this is of course your abilities. So right here, if you can tell, let me decline this really quickly. I only have one ability on my combat, so if I click this Z, it should, while I'm using the auto farm, it's going to automatically use the Z ability, so whenever the cooldown ends, it's going to automatically use that. Of course, you have your stats tab, which is, of course, the same thing as this one. I think I already was using this red GUI, it's pretty nice. But the reason the green GUI is a little bit better is because you can actually see every stat that's on your account just straight from here without even opening up the stats tab. So really nice stuff here. Of course you have your teleports, which in this game is actually a lot faster than blocks fruits or something like that. Because if you can see right here, I click it and boom, I'm right there. So it's going to drop you right down into the map, basically instantly. So you also have your control click teleport, where you can just control and click teleport, hold control, click wherever you want to go and you'll teleport directly there. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to go back to where I was. Let's see, what island was I on? Okay, so I found the island that I was on. And I'm going to come over here back to the player tab, which as you can see has a lot of interesting stuff on it. I mean, you can select literally any player in the game and then just kill them. So clearly really overpowered. I think I'm actually I'm the only person in this server right now. And that's thanks to this thing right here, the server hop. And this is going to keep server hopping you into a server that has less players. So of course, if you keep clicking it, you're going to go to the lowest player server possible. So yeah, really nice stuff here. The walk speed and jump power hasn't been working for me on basically all of these scripts, so I don't know how I can get that to work. So as you can see right here, if you go to the local player tab and you go to walk speed, it's not really going to work for any of them. You can actually redeem all of the current codes that are in the game from this script. It's really nice. Click it, boom, there's some free gems, free 100k cash. But yeah, so not a lot of stuff on this black GUI that's like that much different from the other ones. Oh, okay, so there it is. I guess you have to check this checkbox to set your walk speed and jump power. So yeah, it does work. You can jump high, walk fast, really useful. And then of course you guys might have noticed I've been having like an infinite dashing thing this whole time. And if you go over here, no Geppo cooldown, I'm pretty sure you can just like spam these as fast as you want. Yep. And then you're going to take no water damage because of this thing right here. And for PvPing and also killing mobs, you can get rid of any of the stun stuff that goes against you. And then here's the thing that most of you guys probably came here for. If you're not looking for an auto farm, you're probably looking to get some fruits. And that's what this right here is for. So you can first of all collect literally every drop devil fruit that's in the game right now. So if there were any devil fruits, it's going to collect them, bring them all to you, and then you can just pick them up. So really nice stuff there. Of course, you can also snipe a specific devil fruit from the shop. So I'm going to do... what's something that's pretty low? I'll just do Spike, which is the one that I already have. Devil Fruit Sniper. And if it was in the shop, it would buy it for you. I can also do something like Snow, Devil Fruit Sniper, and whenever it pops up in the shop, it will buy it for you. So yeah, really cool stuff here. Both of these scripts do have that. For some reason, I don't think this green script has anything for Devil Fruit. So I might not put this as like the first link in the description. It might be like further down. But yeah. So overall, really nice stuff on this script. This black GUI has the most stuff out of all of them. But it is fairly old, so some of the stuff on here, like just the random scripts that used to work, might not work anymore. But yeah, so right here, no fog, no shadows, full brightness. This is all the stuff that you can do if you're trying to like speed up your game if you're on a lower end PC. So if you can see right here, I'm at like 280 FPS. And then if I uncheck all of these, it goes all the way down to, okay, well, it didn't go down that much, but usually for me, it goes from like 280 all the way down to like 190, which is almost an 100 FPS difference just from enabling and disabling this. So it does make a really big difference, really helps it out. And also if your game is lagging less, you'll be auto farming a lot faster. For server, this is basically the same stuff that's on all the scripts. You can rejoin the current server you're in, server hop to any other server that's in the game, or not in the game, but out of the game. Right here, you can auto buy the gacha, and I'm gonna do it with Belly. Click this, and I don't even think that's in the game anymore, but if it was, it would automatically buy it. This is the Devil Fruit tab, your auto stats tab, where of course, this is the same thing as all the other scripts. ESP, these are for players, so I'm not gonna be able to show you that, because there's no one in my server. The notifications are kind of useless because they're just for like stuff that you'd probably already know is happening. For the auto farming tab, there's a decent amount of stuff on here, but for some reason it hasn't been working for me. Because if you look over here, normally you should be able to select your weapon, click auto farm, but for some reason it just isn't really doing anything. You could let me know in the comment section if I'm doing something wrong, but I'm pretty sure this one's patched. If you are in the second sea, you can do the Sea King farm, which is really overpowered. There's also auto dungeon raids, which is on this script. This script, pretty much every script has a thing for dungeons. So yeah, really cool stuff here. That's pretty much all there is on this script, besides some teleports and stuff like that. So I'm going to move on to this script right here, the River Hub. And there is actually a fifth script that I haven't showed you guys, and that is the, I'm pretty sure it's called, but yeah, it's called the Scarface script. And the reason I'm not showing it is because it just doesn't have that much stuff on it. But I will leave it in the description if you're looking for it. It's still a pretty decent script. But I'm mainly only showing you guys the scripts that have no keys and are also pretty decent. So River Hub, as you can see, lots of the same stuff we've seen on all the other auto farms. There's actually a separate tab that you have to go to first where you can select like the weapon that you're going to use. So you can do weapon equip and update the weapon. So I'm going to do, let's just use my spike fruit and then update auto. Go to the main tab and click farm level. And I'm pretty sure this is another one where it isn't actually working. And that might be because I have like 5 scripts loaded up at once. I don't really know. But yeah, most of these scripts do work if they're by themselves. So don't worry about that. Stats function, this is all the stuff that you have for basically just auto upgrading your stats. And for some reason, they don't let you auto upgrade your devil fruit. So kind of annoying. I would not recommend you use River Hub for auto updating your stats. Sea King farm, really nice. Of course, you do have to be in the second sea for this. The settings, these are all of your auto skills. So again, these are only for the auto farm. And then you have your distance from them, which is in studs. And here's the credits. So credits to Skyloland. And if you want to join their Discord server, here it is. But yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's all of the main stuff on these scripts. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you can. And as always, peace.